This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
You're jamming your favorite song, and while you aren't missing a beat, you could be missing a signal from your body. It's an SOS from your kidneys, and it doesn't sound like music at all. It's silent. High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and other risk factors can quietly stress the kidneys, leading to negative impacts on the heart. That's why you should ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR. Most miss the signal for hidden kidney disease and related heart risk. You shouldn't. Visit detectthesos.com today to learn more.
More sail, cried the sparrow.
You're listening to the Sailing into Oblivion podcast, where we sit down with everyday people who do extraordinary things. I'm your host, Jerome Rand. Welcome back, everybody, to another installment of the Sailing into Oblivion podcast. And today we got something kind of out of left field, off the beaten path, or so I say. Essentially, this is kind of in some ways, a bit of a lesson that, you never know who you're going to meet and run into in everyday life. And sometimes it's well worth striking up a conversation with, for example, somebody who picks you up as a Lyft driver. And that's exactly who I'm having on the show, Ernesto. He picked me up from Indiantown Marina and Boatyard a couple of months ago, actually. And I've actually seen him since. And I wanted to have him on the show because he's direct from Cuba. Super, super nice. He's a bit of an entrepreneur. He's been here for a few years. He's got his family and everything. And just one heck of an upbeat, awesome person. And yeah, he wanted to come on the show after I told him that I had this podcast. And I was more than happy to oblige. So I invited him down to the boat. He got to see the old Mighty Sparrow, and our conversation goes all over the place, for sure. Super fun, and hopefully you guys will all enjoy that. Before I start the show, if you want to help support the podcast, if you want to get the episodes ad-free, you can sign up on the Patreon account. I always publish all the episodes at the same time that they go out to the general public, but those don't have any ads. And then also, obviously, we've got one-time donations. All the links for that stuff is in the descriptions, the merch, all that. We've also got links for the total boat discount. We got the Amazon wish list. We got pretty much everything out there. And if you want to reach out to the show, sailingintooblivion.com for inquiries about coaching, speaking events, any of that sort of stuff, or if you just want to reach out to the show. So hopefully you enjoy my very fun, lighthearted conversation with my new Cuban friend, Ernesto. Thanks for listening. It's already happening. We are live. Can you believe it?
Really?
Yes. Ernesto, thank you for sitting down and welcome to the show. Cheers, my friend.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much.
I can't believe you took the day off.
I did it. And actually, I was thinking about because you told me that you're available tomorrow. But I said, okay. I took the day off and said, maybe he's available today and we can do it.
Yep. It worked out pretty well. And you know what? Earlier today, I was in Indiantown at that boatyard that you picked me up from.
Ah, okay.
The first time we
met. So you there?
Yeah, we were there. There's another boat that they were transferring all the stuff because they just sold it. And the boat that I originally was on was there as well. And it's such a small world. And they're all the exact same type of boat as this one.
The same?
Yep.
Same size and everything?
Everything, yeah. So this is a West Sail 32, and they were built back in the 70s into the early 80s. And they built, I think, about like 900 of them total. but they were so heavily built that most of them are all still around. So you see them kind of everywhere.
No, I like all things. I'm just looking around and I love it. I love everything.
Yeah, it's got a very classic sort of feel to it, doesn't
And
it?
this wood.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of cool. But then, I put in things like these lights and everything to make it, make it a little cozier. But yeah, this boat would fit in Cuba, I think, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Old school.
Old school, yes. I love old school.
Well, and I guess, just for the audience to get to know you a little bit, can you tell us where you're from and how long you've been in the States and that, just, anything.
I'm from Cuba. I came here 4 years ago.
4 years. Okay,
yes.
okay.
I came here after COVID. And okay, I think I can start saying this. I love this country.
I do too.
You have no idea about how lucky you are just for for living here, for the fact that you was born here. You're super lucky. This is an incredible country. Some people complain. I've been talking with people complaining about this country. And, no, they have no idea about how hard life is.
Yeah, in some other areas of our lovely planet, for sure. I mean, I'm kind of fortunate. I've traveled a decent amount and seen some places that, life is definitely not easy, pleasant. Every day is a very big struggle. And
It is.
yeah, I mean, I definitely, for one, have never tried to take this place for granted, and the opportunities, and just, it really is amazing, and I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. Well, and it's great to.
I am.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. And this is not because I'm here with you, but I have two things in my head, in my list.
Oh, okay.
On the top of my list. But I think I'm always going step by step. I think I'll never start something if I don't feel ready. But my first step is buying. I think I told you. We talked about this the first time when I told you that I wanna buy a motorhome.
Oh, you want to get a motorhome? Yeah.
Yes, I want, but I wanted to customize. I want to do it. Let me think. I want to buy an old cargo van.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But ruin. I want something ugly.
Right. Bottom of the barrel, because
I want to.
You do that sort of stuff, like renovating and
Yes.
revamping cars. That's one of the businesses that you've gotten into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all things, and I love to give them a second opportunity.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, just side note, not to interrupt you, but Mighty Sparrow, this boat was wrecked in a hurricane like 30 years ago and sunk to the bottom of a river.
Really?
Yeah. So this was redone and rebuilt, and then went on to go and sail all the way around the world. So
Oh wait.
second life, big time.
Second life. Yeah.
What kind of van do you have a certain like make of vehicle, like Ford or something like that you really like? What's your go-to, Ernesto?
I don't mind. I don't mind. Maybe an old Ford.
Yeah.
They but a classic one. Maybe 90s.
Oh, the 90s.
The 90s,
yeah.
yes. 90s or 80s.
I miss the 90s trucks. The regular pickup trucks, like super basic, 2 doors, 1 bench seat. I like those. I like those a lot.
I don't remember if I told you that I have my first car here was a 1997 Ford Ranger.
Oh, really? A
Yeah.
Ranger? Those have become kind of like iconic because they're just little tanks.
They last forever.
They just keep going.
That one I bought it actually 4 years ago, and I won't sell it. I will.
You
keep
still
it.
have it?
No. Yes, I have it.
Oh, you do, right?
Yes, and I won't sell it. No. I love that old truck,
Yeah.
and I will give her a second opportunity. I will. It runs and drives perfectly,
Yeah.
but I want to make it pretty because she's ugly right now.
How many different colors is she right now? Does she have like different color hood or doors or anything like that, or is it just rusty?
I'm thinking. She used to be blue.
She used to be blue.
She used to be blue, but right now is black, white.
All sorts, yeah. No, I can picture this Ford Ranger, and that's the beauty of it. They, as long as you're going to put the work into it, you can make anything look beautiful again.
Yeah, and let me think. 2 years ago, when I was starting to learn bodywork.
Bodywork, yeah.
Yes, I had to go to Orlando every day, from Vero to Orlando every day.
Every day. What is that? Like an hour and a half, 2 hours?
In the best of the cases, it is an hour and a half.
Oh, okay, yeah, traffic wise.
But right now, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah. Jeez. So you were going to school for it?
I thought I was working there with a friend.
Oh, okay. Like apprenticing, sort of. Yeah, okay.
And I learned there, but my point is, I went there every day in that truck. I drove it, yeah, and never failed.
Never?
Never.
Nice. What year? And you said it was
97.
1997. Okay.
2.3 and manual transmission.
Nice,
Yes.
dude. Nice.
And I was studying about that specific truck, and I found that combination, 2.3 engine. I think is 2.3, and manual transmission. That is the best one.
The best of the best. Yeah, right.
You can't.
Sometimes it's like that where you'll get a certain model in a certain year, and it can. We used to have a Ford Explorer that was manual, 2-door. It had sometime in the 90s we bought it, and that thing just was a champion. We used it as a plow truck for plowing all the snow, cargo, anything, and man, it lasted and lasted. I love that thing.
Yeah, and Explorers and Rangers are exactly the same. I'm not really if in the present, but I know in that late 90s.
Yeah.
From 19, I don't. Okay, I'm not a car specialist.
Right.
I just like cars.
You just like them, yeah.
Yes, but I think in that date from 90s, they were exactly the same engine, same transmission. It was exactly the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. And when you were back in Cuba, is that where your kind of love affair with cars came from? Because I know, obviously, down there, it's a whole different story as far as you have to be able to fix these old cars because there aren't any new ones there, right?
No. In Cuba, if you have a car, if you have a car in Cuba, people will think that you are rich.
Right, yeah.
People absolutely will think that you're rich if you have a car. But if you have a car, you will have to learn how to fix it. You will have to become a mechanic.
Yeah,
There
right.
is no other way. Because all those old cars will need something.
They what? Sorry.
They will need something.
Oh my gosh.
Always.
Yeah. Well, what's the typical year range of a car down there? What years would they be from? Typically, what you see?
Okay, around 70% of all Cuban cars are older than 1959.
Oh my God!
Older than 1959.
Wow. When you see that here, it's like a classic collectible. Down there,
I know people who work. Actually, they do taxi
Yeah.
in maybe 1920s models,
Really?
four models.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I know four Model T owners in Cuba.
Really?
Yeah,
Model Ts.
Model T.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. Wow. That's amazing they're still going. I mean, that's like I would think that's beyond being a mechanic. You got to be able to machine parts and make new things that cuz obviously nobody's stocking all these things.
and you have to to be very very creative.
Yeah, I'll bet.
There is
Jeez.
no other way.
Well, we used to have to do that kind of in the British Virgin Islands when, I was running a water sports center down there, and with the boats, because they're just, you can't go to the store and just get the parts you need. So we had to get pretty creative, but I have a feeling what you're talking about is on a whole different scale
Yes,
and level. My goodness.
it is.
So your affinity for cars kind of came from that time and is still really getting into it. Now you've turned it into a bit of a career.
I love it. And it is funny because I don't remember if I told you that I used to be an attorney in Cuba.
Yeah.
So it is a completely new world.
Right. A little more hands-on, a little
No.
less paperwork.
I don't like it. I don't really like it. I became an attorney because my father and my mom, they are both attorneys.
Yeah.
And I think I just grew up in that world.
Right.
But then I found it, and now I worked around 5 years as attorney in Cuba, but I never liked it.
What kind of law were you specializing in?
A business.
Business.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And are they still down there in Cuba, or did they come to the States?
My mom lives here.
Okay.
My father lives there.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's still working.
And is everybody doing all right down there? Because, I mean, you hear all the stuff on the news about what's going on. And, I mean, they pretty much don't have any fuel, right?
No.
So everything is kind of shut down at this point?
Yep.
Wow.
But people actually, I think that was yesterday. Somebody asked me about my father, and I told them he's doing well, and they told me, okay, they asked me, but they had no fuel in Cuba, right? And yes, they haven't, but this is not something new for us.
Right.
So it is sad, but that's I think normal. It is not the right word, but it is what it is.
Right. Well, I mean, because if you do that here in the States where we're not used to having like a power outage, it's a big event, and everybody's kind of so used to always having the electricity that we don't. But if you're in a place, I know I've lived in plenty of places where we would lose power, and it was just like, well, we lost power again.
Yeah.
And, you just do what you got to do, and you kind of get through it. But yeah, I mean, geez Louise, it's.
It is sad.
It's sad, yeah. I'm sorry that they're having to go through all that, man.
But I'm 35 years old, and all my remembers are about blackouts.
Oh, really?
Cuba.
It's just
Yeah.
that was just it, yeah.
That was something normal. I remember we used to go to the beach every summer in Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
and hotels. And can you imagine a hotel with everything isolated, with no power?
Oh, right, yeah, jeez.
And we used to go to the beach and sleep by the water.
Oh, just sleep on the beach?
Just sleep on the beach.
Right. Wow, I'll tell you what, the beaches of the Caribbean are, I think, one of the most beautiful places on our planet, dude. Oh my God! Even as a young child, I remember we went to, it was either Puerto Rico or it was the U.S. Virgin Islands for a little family vacation. And even at a really young age, I used to sneak out and go down to the beach at night, and I'd pull like a little lounge chair right down to where the waves are coming up underneath you, and I'd just lay out there. There's something about the warmth of the water and the air and the sky. Oh, absolutely. It's stunning.
And actually, I think that's another reason I like outdoors. I don't like video games or nothing. I like outdoors.
Yeah. Hey,
I
me
like
too.
fishing, hunting, and everything. I can't stay at home.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I mean, I know we talked about it before, but like the ultimate goal, the dream is the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I mean, talk about like the American dream. Come up and you become part of the country, and then you have your businesses, which we'll get into some of the other stuff you do, which is amazing. Because I mean, that was one of the big things. Our first discussion
Yep.
was all about hard work and putting in the effort and then getting the reward. And in your case, yeah, the reward would be the what is it? What did you say? 100-acre farm? Or no, it was smaller than that. Can't even remember.
At least my first one, I will be happy with a 10 acres farm.
10 acres, nice.
Yeah,
And
that
I like the ambition of my first one. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
yeah.
that's the attitude you gotta have,
It
right?
is. And I think we don't talk about this the first time. When I came here, maybe the first week, I had no idea about this country, and I was talking with another friends. They had been living here for years, and I
Yeah.
told them I wanna buy and sell cars. And they told me, no, that is you'll need a lot of money. You will need this and this and this, and that is something like impossible for you. You can't do that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Naysayers. Just no, you're never gonna Debbie Downers.
And I didn't reply. I just okay, if you say that, and that is exactly what I'm doing. And I've been doing that for about 3 years.
Selling the cars?
Selling, yeah. I bought it. I do all mechanical work, body work, painting. I do everything.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You find an inexpensive car that's
Yeah.
all banged up, and then basically you make it fresh, and then flip it and sell it again.
Yeah.
Right. And how many cars have you done in just a ballpark figure?
I don't remember how many, but in the last in those 3 years, maybe 30 or 40.
30 or 40?
Yeah.
Nice. And probably making a decent profit off of each
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yes, you can find very decent deals if you know how you're looking for.
Well, can I ask you? So I've always heard about like government auctions, places
but-
where there's like lots of the cars. Either they got seized or whatever, and they're just basically auctioning them, and you can get them real cheap. Have you ever been to all those?
Actually, I have a partnership with a dealership in Palm Bay, and he buy cars in auctions, and I fix it for him.
Oh, okay.
And I have access to auctions too, but I don't like auctions. I like marketplace cars.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just a little
Because-
easier, or what?
I trust. I trust when I can talk with the owner, even if it is not the real owner, because sometimes I find cars that it is not even the real owner. It is one that bought it before than me.
Yeah, well,
So-
you got to kind of be like the Cuban Sherlock Holmes. Well, because you got to figure out all the clues. Because what's the worst case scenario is you buy a car and find out it's an absolute piece of junk that can't be salvaged. Has that happened to you before?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, I have a Mazda 3. I bought it 2 years ago, and I still have it.
And you still have it? Oh, man.
It's almost done, but I have to repaint it completely. I had to do a lot of body work.
Yeah.
I had to redone brakes, cooling system, sensors, suspension,
Oh, geez. The list goes on and on.
interior, seats, Everything.
Yeah. Full makeover.
Everything. And that's the reason why I still have it in. I haven't completely yet. I have.
Jeez. Well, hey, I mean, that same thing goes on in the sailboat world where, like, it's such a problem because boats, they're in the water, so they're always sort of slowly decaying. Really, the elements are trying to destroy this thing. And so, like, if you were to go and buy a boat, you wouldn't just talk to the owner. You'd actually hire a surveyor to come in with like a little hammer and, go around and knock on it and measure moisture and test everything. And then they can professionally, write up a report about it. And that one of the big things that helps with that is, like, say I wanted to sell you this boat and I'm saying, it's worth $50,000. And, you get a surveyor who comes in and finds that there's this issue and the engine's got this problem, blah, blah, blah. Then you can say, well, with all these issues, I'm going to offer you $20,000.
But can you do it by yourself or?
You could, yeah. I mean, technically, you can learn all the skills you need to be able to go around and inspect the boat. And, like, for a certain level, I can do that because a lot of times I'll go and do sort of coaching with people who just bought a boat.
Okay.
And if we're going to do offshore sailing, say somebody wants to sail over to the Bahamas, then I'll kind of go through the boat and I'll look at stuff like, so this wall right here, this is what's called a bulkhead. And not only is it a wall separating, the head from here, but it's also giving structure to the whole boat. And so these things, you'd go and look at where they connect up to the fiberglass hull so that you can see if it's all rotted out or if it's got nice fiberglass and all that. So I can take a look around. But like a surveyor or a professional, you pay them like $800-900 to come out for a half a day. And they find every little issue.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like the pros. And you'd be crazy not to get one
okay.
if you were going to buy a boat, yeah.
So that is something that you just needed if you want to buy.
Yeah. And I mean, I could see, is there a place you can take a car that you want to buy that, I guess you could just take it to a mechanic shop at least and they can look at the...
I do it by myself.
You can do it, but
yes.
if somebody else wanted to.
I
wonder if that's an industry at all.
Yes.
Or...
For example, I had to learn, and I can just for the noise, for the engine noise.
Yeah.
I can notice if that car has any problem, and I have some skills. But yes, if you haven't any experience of any skill about mechanics, you will need to hire something to do it for you.
Yeah.
Because yes, there is a lot of things that just can go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, well, just under the hood, it starts to get
It is the
really
same.
complicated. Yeah, and it's the same here. I mean, we've got the engine in there, and I didn't know a ton about engines, but because this engine's so old and it's been rebuilt, and it's almost everything that could break down on it has over the years, and I've had to learn how to fix it and then fix it, and so I've actually learned. I've become my own little mechanic, at least with this engine, which is good.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, because especially if you're out on the ocean, it's just you. I can't just stop and call somebody.
You can. Definitely.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well, hey, who knows? Maybe that's yet another little side thing where people could pay you to come and look at a car, and you could be like an appraiser or, some professional.
Actually, some people call me.
How much you charging? That's the question. Hey, remember that farm ain't coming cheap.
No, I'm not. Okay, wait.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada? Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states. This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
So make sure that noise isn't getting into these little fans. Sometimes the noises come out of nowhere, and I want to make sure this recording is clean.
Yeah.
No, it's so cool,
It
man.
is really quiet here. It's nice.
It's not too bad. We'll probably hear the train when it thunders through here because it's literally just like one block that way. But I've gotten so used to it, especially in the middle of the night. It doesn't wake me up, but I have, when I'm dreaming, it typically enters into the dream.
Really?
There will be like a train in the dream almost every single night, yeah. Because that train rolls through every like couple of hours all night long.
But actually, do you know, in Cuba, my house was exactly in front of the railroad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that
Thundering through.
that is just something normal for me.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, and that's the thing, you kind of just get used to it. It's amazing how adaptable
Yeah, we are.
we are, you know? And I think that's one of the great traits. I mean, that's the only reason I think that I could go out and spend 9 months on the ocean. Because think about it. You're now, every wave is bringing you up and down, pushing you around. The boat sometimes is tilted over for weeks on end. And, you know, we're not meant to be in constant motion like that. Even when I'm asleep, boat's moving, so I'm moving. But you adapt to it, and you just kind of get used to it.
Yep. We are super adaptables.
Yes, we definitely
We
are.
are.
And we have to be, for sure.
Yeah, we have to be.
So can I ask you, like, as far as, like, coming to the United States, how did you find that process?
It is funny because this country wasn't my first choice.
Really? Don't even tell me Canada.
Something French.
Wait. Wait, say that again?
Europe, France.
Oh, really? You want to go to France?
Yes.
Interesting.
It is in that was 2018. 2016. I was working. I was learning French.
Mm-hmm.
I was studying at the Havana French Alliance. That is a very, very. It is decent. I think in Cuba it is the best.
Oh, right.
French language school, and
Gotcha.
I was learning there, and okay. Do you remember when I told you that I always start something when I feel ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I was studying French, and that was my plan. I was studying French, and that school gave me the opportunity to go to Europe, to any French alliance.
Oh,
study,
wow. Okay.
To study French.
So you could go to like Saint Martin,
Any
French territory. I guess? Yeah. Okay.
So I think that was the reason this country was my first, at least my first real choice.
Gotcha.
Because yes, this is.
I'm only a
absolutely-
little offended, so don't worry.
No. That was the reason I told you that my real choice. Because coming here, it is not easy.
No.
It is not easy, and at least that was the way that I found to just escape that country. But yes, and right now, you haven't any idea about how lucky do I feel that I came here and not not to Europe.
Oh yeah, right. I'll bet. I mean, well, it is. I like I said, we said it before. It's the land of opportunity, and
It is.
if you've got the gumption and you've got the ideas, the dreams, and you're willing to put in the work, which I think is probably the most important thing, then sky's the limit.
Yep.
Really is great.
And you are your limit.
You are, yes.
You
Yeah.
are-
Well, however big you want your dreams
Yeah.
to be, that's basically the limit. I mean,
And that's the reason I believe in the American dream. I can tell you that I believe in the American dream. You can do whatever you want in this country if you work and if you keep focused.
yep.
There is no limit. I don't know if you remember when I told you that I came here 4 years ago with I think 20 Mexican pesos.
Yeah, I remember that. I think it was like
Wait,
that $16 or something. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe less. 20. How much are 20 Mexican pesos?
I that might only be like $2.
Something like that.
Jeez.
That was all my money when I came here,
That's unbelievable.
and I've been working without stop from that day. No, not from that day. For the other day
Yeah.
until today.
Well, and did you have connections in the U.S. that
My
like
mom.
friends? Oh, your mom was already here.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that at least you're not just basically getting off the plane being like, okay, what do we
No,
do?
actually, she have been super helpful without discussion. No,
Yeah, right. No, I'll bet.
but
Do you have to get a green card before you get into the States?
here
You get it here.
Yeah.
And is it after a certain amount of time?
1 year
1 year.
for Cubans. Only
Oh, okay.
we have a special law for us for Cuban people. We have a refugee status here,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Gotcha.
and it is maybe 10 years ago it was even easier. Right now we having some problems with that, but it is easier from us than from other people.
Right,
From
right.
them. But yes, we have to prove that our permanent resident here for at least 1 year,
Yeah.
and we need to prove some other things, but that is the most important thing. Our residence here for at least 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't break the laws,
Right, yeah.
But yes, that is what essentially what we need.
So you get your green card after a year, and now 3 years goes by. How long until, or I guess I should ask, like, is the goal to become an American citizen?
Sure.
Sure. Good man. Well, so how long does that take?
5 years. Let me think. Okay. Yeah, from 5 years from the time that you get your green card.
That's when you can apply, or you just get it?
You have to apply.
You have to apply.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I feel more than ready.
Well, and I mean, you've got the car shop that you're doing. You also drive for Lyft. Wasn't there one other?
I do private rides too.
Oh yeah, like private driver. So off of the ride share
Yes,
app.
I buy and sell cars, flipping cars, right?
Flipping cars,
Yeah, flipping cars.
and then actually physically working on the cars,
Yeah.
renovating them. When do you have time to sleep? And you have a family, and how many kids?
Yeah.
3.
I hate my bed. I can drive for 18 hours, 20 hours.
Jeez,
Yeah, I definitely can do it.
just go and go. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what was our last ride was what time did you pick me up?
I think
4 a.m.
4 a.m. or 3 something.
Down to West Palm, and we made it there in one piece, which is great. Always good.
I've been driving for 3 years, and I don't even know what a ticket is. A traffic ticket is. I haven't.
You just tear them up and throw them out the window.
Nope.
I'm just.
I have.
You haven't gotten any.
No, I don't want it.
No, me neither. We were actually talking about that today. I was trying to think of the last time I got pulled over. The last time, or at least the last time I got a ticket, I think was when I was 16 years old.
16 years old.
Yeah, so it would have been like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 years ago. And I think I got pulled over one time since then, but it was like just a couple years after that. I like to abide by the rules.
2 years ago, they pulled me over, but it was because my I don't remember even the reason. I think it was because my registration was expired or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
be careful. They might
Yeah.
boot you for that, man.
No, but they just let me go.
Yeah, but they did.
Okay,
Well,
this is your lucky day. Just go.
Just get out of here.
You'll disappear.
Ernesto. We'll see you later. Well, so you like the boat, huh?
I love it, and I didn't tell you, but my the first thing that I want to do after buying my house is buying that cargo and redo it like a motorhome,
Yeah.
and then I will buy a boat.
Now, question is, what type of boat? Boat like this, sailboat, or one of these big?
No, like this.
Like this, sailboat? Really? Do you know how to sail?
I'm Cuban. I live in an island.
I'm Cuban. I can do anything. I like that attitude.
I
man.
don't.
Gotta
I
have
don't
that.
really. I don't really know, but I can learn.
Well, hey, you're sitting here with a guy who does coaching for sailing, and honestly, there's two types of people in this world, Ernesto. There's ones that buy a boat and own a boat, and there's others that have friends who own boats. And I got to tell you, the ones who have the friends that own the boat, that's a good life.
It is.
You don't have to do the work. You get to go out and play, and then you say, "See you later, thanks." Meanwhile, I have to fix everything on the boat. But what I'm saying by that, though, is, who knows? If I end up back down here next year, man, then we'd get you out on your inaugural sail. Take you out on old Mighty Sparrow.
You won't believe me, but my wife and we are thinking about something like that.
Yeah? Wow.
We will start with that motorhome. That is our first step.
Yeah.
But then this is our second step.
Well, and believe it or not, so I've known quite a few people that transition from, so what they call, there was for a long time on like YouTube and stuff, there was the van life, where it was basically people would buy like Sprinter vans and stuff like that and then retrofit them to be able to live in them. And they'd go for years around the U.S. or wherever.
Uh-huh.
And then a lot of them during COVID switched and sold the van and bought boats. And then started doing that. And so they're similar in a lot of ways. Some ways not so much, but you're still in this tiny little, you're living in this little unit like this. And so it's a good like stepping stone to get used to it. You just got to learn the actual art of sailing. You can't just put your foot on the gas and go.
But I love learning. I'm always learning something.
Yeah, right.
Always.
You seem like that, inquisitive, always wondering. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Sometimes when I'm driving, people ask me, "Okay, do you play music?" And I just play music for them, but I don't I don't even like play music. I'm always listening something.
Well, what was that book? I totally forgot what it was, but it was all about how to become a millionaire or a billionaire. Or
It
something?
was the Next Door Millionaire or something.
Next Door Millionaire. Yeah,
something,
yeah.
yeah. That
Like
book
all the
changed.
habits of millionaires.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it is not becoming a millionaire. I think that is not the book main idea. The book main idea is living under your means.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. We got
That
into
is-
that. Right.
At least in that book, millionaires drive Honda Civics, 4 pickups, and cheap cars.
Ford
They-
Rangers.
Yeah, for
There we
Rangers
go.
and for 150s. But I think the book main idea is living under your means, and that book changed something inside of me.
Well, it's a smart. I mean, and it's unfortunately, especially in this country, it's not a very common occurrence. We kind of do. You'll see a lot of people that are doing the absolute opposite.
Yeah,
and
spending.
Yep, and debt, and then all of a sudden you're like stuck. And I think the real big thing with it too is that if you're living under your means, that means you have a surplus that you can then reinvest into things like a second little business or a side hustle, if you will, or anything like that. You can reinvest and.
Or buying a boat.
That I would always say that's probably the worst investment on the planet. These things only depreciate in value.
But in value, but not in
Experience?
The experience.
Yeah, I knew you were going there. And it's true because life is for living, right?
It is for living, for enjoying, for learning. We are always learning.
We are.
We are always learning. And the way I learned English was actually listening YouTube classes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I
no
came
doubt.
here, I started listening YouTube videos for 8 hours.
Jeez.
Daily.
Daily.
8 hours. That is boring.
Yeah, I'll bet. Well, how long did it take before you started to really pick it up?
Some months.
Just a few months, huh?
Yes, I always like English. Actually, when I was in Cuba, before French, I was studying English. But the problem was that there is any decent English school in Cuba.
Right.
People in Cuba, we start learning English, studying English at 6 years old.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
and at the university, we know exactly the same.
Oh, really? Yeah, it doesn't progress that much.
No,
Huh?
any progress.
So, what? As far as your language skills, is it just the 3 languages?
Yeah,
Spanish, English, and French.
French. Yeah.
Okay, and which ones are which one's the best? Well, I mean, obviously Spanish is gonna be the best, right? Or is it technically it's Spanish, but it's got its own sort of dialect, right?
Yeah, okay. English is a universal language.
Yes.
So it is the best. Spanish is I think I'm not sure, but I think it's the third, or it's Spanish or French. I think they are side by side. I don't really remember who is the most spoken after English, but I think
I would think it. Well, that'd be a good question. So this is when I need to have an assistant that can look that up on a computer for us and then tell us. Wouldn't that be
yeah,
nice?
but I think it is French or Spanish. It is
Yeah.
one of those, because people say that no Chinese or whatever.
Mandarin.
they-
Mandarin.
Okay.
That's a big one. I think they have a bunch of different dialects as well.
Yeah, but the problem is, okay, yes, there are maybe, 15,000 million Chinese or something like that.
15,000 million, so 1.5 billion. I
Well,
think they're, right
is
around 1.5, 1.3 billion, something like that. I don't think they have 2 billion.
No.
No.
And no. But my point is, okay, there are more people speaking what?
Mandarin.
Okay.
Or Chinese.
Oh,
I
that
guess, yeah.
okay. But they only speak that language in China. English is all around the world. And
Yeah,
if you
that's true.
if you want to talk with somebody in I don't know,
Well, just the business world.
South Korea,
Yeah.
you will speak in English.
Right.
In Canada, in Africa, you will speak in English. Spanish is in is spread for South America.
Central America, Caribbean,
Yeah.
some of the
And
Caribbean.
there is, I didn't know that, but there is one country in Africa that speak Spanish.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know it.
I did
but
not
there
know
is
that
one
either.
one country
Because I
in
know
Africa.
there's a few that speak French over there.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then obviously South Africa, it's sort of English and Afrikaans.
and they also speak Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yes,
Oh, interesting.
in Africa. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you on the language sort of subject, how different is Puerto Rican Spanish from Cuban Spanish? They're not identical. I know that.
No. It is the same language, but I think
You guys aren't shouting like "Mira, mira."
okay. I don't
What's
I don't
sort
really
of a
know.
common slang, I guess, in Cuba?
really common is we acere.
Acere?
Acere. That is like that is a way that we call us let me think ¿Cómo te va acere? How are you doing?
Oh, okay. And you could say like, if I was just like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bueno.
And
Bueno.
bueno, in Cuba, we let me think, because when we think about Spanish, we all think about Mexico or maybe Argentina, and there are a big difference.
Big difference.
Big
Yeah, yeah,
difference,
yeah.
because for example, now in Cuba, in Cuban Spanish, it is right now.
Mhm.
And it means ahora. But I think in all South America, now means ahorita.
What does that mean? Ahorita. Or no, that means now?
That means now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you. I got you.
But for us, ahorita, it is complicated for you.
Yeah.
But for us, for Cuban people, ahorita means later.
Late. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see how that might get a little confusing.
Yeah. When a Cuban and a Mexican, when I'm talking with a Mexican, and they say, okay, I need you to do this ahorita. For me, it is take your time.
Right.
But for them, it is right now.
Right now, yeah.
And it is there is another one even funnier. Take
Yeah.
in Cuba for us. Take it is actually I think that is the way in Spain use it. Take is the grab or take this beer. Okay, in Cuba we say coger.
Coger.
Yeah. For for another people, that means having sex.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
That is
Yeah.
a big difference.
You got to make sure that you get those right
Yeah.
in the right circumstances. Jeez. Well, I mean, even the states we have, like, I'm from a northern state, from Michigan, but we're like Midwestern, I guess, is what we'd be kind of called. And then when I spend a lot of time down in like South Carolina and places that you would call the South, and one of the sayings that they have down there is they'll say, bless your heart. But it doesn't mean, oh, bless your heart. Like, it means, oh man, take a hike. You're really getting under my skin. So it's kind of like a little backhanded compliment.
Okay.
But up north, if somebody said, oh, bless your heart, like that would mean that. So there's always these really interesting back and forth and different meanings. And if you don't know, you don't know, right?
And I think I really enjoy that. When I was learning English, I have a excellent English professor here, and I've been studying with him for 2 years, and I've learned a lot with him. He's very patient.
Well, you're good. I can fully understand everything you're saying, and because it's got to be a little bit hard, because I'm assuming that when you go home, you're not speaking English at home, are you?
No.
So you're
We don't.
switching constantly. Like,
Yeah.
if you made a rule with your lovely wife and said, we're going to only speak English, and you only spoke English from now on, it probably wouldn't be too long before.
That is something sad. And okay, I live here. My mom lives here. My brother lives here. My wife. I live here with an aunt, and I have a lot of cousins, and I am the only one who speak English.
Oh, really?
Yes, at least.
Interesting.
Yes, but it is not a problem of English, of the language. The problem is about people. They don't like or they don't like it, or they say, okay, that is too hard to learn.
Wow.
Or
yeah.
they are always having an excuse, having any reason just to say, okay, I can't.
Right,
And
right,
no.
right.
You can do it.
Well, just like what we were saying, you're the only person that how high you dream and the goals you make, you're the limit. You're also the limit in that way. Whereas if you're the one saying I can't do something, then you can't.
No. And
because if you believe it,
is-
it's gonna be your downfall.
it is about respect, because I'm living in your country,
Yeah.
and you gave me a second opportunity here. I'm starting a new life, and I feel blessed just for the fact that I live here. I think it is the less than I can do. Speaking your language with you,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm living here.
I think that's definitely a super positive way to look at it. And I would think that it would, at the bare minimum, for anybody who immigrated to this country.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation,
Another pina colada? Yes, please.
open a new retail location with 36% more square feet,
Fantastic.
hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Country, for them to learn the language would be a bonus as far as how much success they would find, because now there's just more opportunities because they can communicate. Because I know if I were to move to Cuba, I would definitely want to learn the language when I got there, or else I feel like I wouldn't. I'd always kind of be outside of it, because even in the Virgin Islands, when I lived there, they speak English, but there's a really kind of different dialect. And in the beginning, there was a lot of, I'd be listening to the local guys sitting there, and these guys are people I work with, and I couldn't understand what they were saying. And it took a while. But I paid attention, and I always wanted to make sure that I sort of understood. And then I'd catch myself speaking like that.
Like
which
that.
definitely looked a little ridiculous, but they understood it, and it was part of, I think, what you would call like assimilation. When you kind of you try to, if you are in a different country, if you're a resident in somebody else's country, to basically kind of do what you're got to do.
And I know because learning a second language, it is not easy, and
No.
if you are older, it is even worse.
Yeah. When you're a
But
kid, it's so
it
much
is
easier. You're like a
super-
sponge.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't try, you will never learn.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's true.
And
That's
there are some people who say, okay, I don't need it. And yes, you need it.
I think so.
You need it. And there are okay, maybe I don't okay, I will I will say
It's all right. Hey, no
there are-
pressure.
no because okay, I was born in Cuba. I'm not American. I will become an American citizen, but I'm not yet American. And I wasn't born here. I was born in another country.
Mm-hmm.
So one more time, the lesson I can do is learning your rules, your laws, your language, and living my life about the way that you do, in the positive way. There are people who say, okay, I'm living here, but I won't speak your language. I don't even need learn your laws, your rules. I don't mind. I don't care. And no, you're wrong. If you was born in another country and you are here, that isn't even a choice. And I'm talking about all immigrants. You will need to learn how people live here. How do they? Let me think. I don't want to be rude.
No, it's fine. Like I said, man, it's just an open
But-
discussion. We're not sitting here like debating politics or anything like
No.
that. Right, anything. I'm always curious about people's
Yes.
opinions and especially the experiences and stuff. Because when I became a resident down in the British Virgin Islands, there was definitely for instance, if I went to the bank and there's a long line in the bank, people would cut in front of me, and there was nothing I could do about it. And it wasn't something where I was going to start screaming and being like, that's not fair, da-da-da. I realized that that was the norm. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
And it's not nice to be sort of treated like a second-class citizen.
No.
But at the same time, it was one of those where I kind of knew. I was like, well, I'm the guest in their country, and rather than sit here and start shouting at everybody, I'm just gonna be like, all right, yes, ma'am, da, da, da. And here's what happened though: is over the years, as I got to know more and more people and became part of the community, that stopped happening because I knew the people that were in that bank and in that line, and they knew me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta, I don't know. I'm not saying that any of it's good, but sometimes you just kind of take your licks and then you get to a point where you establish yourself. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's my point. If you're going to live here, just I can resume that with one word: respect.
Respect. Yeah.
Yeah, respect. Yeah.
I think the whole world would be a whole better place if that was like a key aspect of everybody's thinking, of just like, you know what, I'm going to try and respect the people around me. If everybody was doing it, I mean, the whole world would be different.
Yeah.
It's a crazy world we live in right now, though. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely.
But not that we want to get into any of that sort of stuff. Let me see. You want to guess how long we've been talking?
I have an idea.
We've been talking for an hour.
1 hour.
Isn't that crazy?
no
58 minutes. It goes by so fast, doesn't it? All right, so I'll just shift gears, and thank you for being so open and
Thank
sharing
you.
the experience. Like literally, like it's always a very big curiosity for me how people get to where they are, the things that motivate them, and the methods. Almost in a way of like you learned so much from that book, the neighbor. What's the book again? Golly.
The Next Door Millionaire.
Next Door Millionaire, yeah.
Or something like that.
I learned so much from other people's experiences, like you, of how you go from there to this, to doing something more of what you love, working with cars and doing all that stuff, but then also going from one country to another and just the things you learn along the way. I think that's a super valuable thing to learn from each other's experience. Excuse me.
One more time. I think we talk about this. That when I told you that I've been my whole life watching videos or documentary movies about people like you, and right now I'm sitting in front of you, people who live the life that they want.
Yes, the old adventurous, sort of off the beaten path.
I love it. I love your life.
Well, but here's the thing, Ernesto, is that it's not the grass is always greener, although I think that plays a part, but it's one of those where when I think of what it would be like if I had a family and little kids running around, I have this sort of rosy idea of what that would be like. And then a lot of people that I know that have kids, they look, and when we talk and they look at me and they're like, oh, I'll bet you that adventure stuff. Wow, that looks cool. He just gets to go set sail over the horizon. And then, meanwhile, I'm out there getting my teeth kicked in by the ocean, and it's miserable and scary. But, there's highs and lows to everything.
That was a life that you choose.
Exactly. Well, and I think that's an important thing, too, is that there is that idea of like, have you ever heard that saying, you make your own bed, so you have to sleep in it? Yeah. And in a lot of ways, I am in that situation where I chose to do this sort of stuff, and so I'm kind of in my own. I reap what I sow, if you will. And so sometimes it's lonely, and sometimes I'm out on the ocean, and it's scary, and all that sort of stuff. But hey, it is
That's
what
your
it
life.
is. That's my life. I'm stuck with it. Oh, now I feel terrible.
I saw a program, YouTube channel, and there is a family. I think they live in Australia, in an island. They don't live in the continent.
Yeah.
They live in a remote island.
Yeah.
They live there with I think 3 children, and they have a hotel
Oh, really?
in that island. Yeah, but they live completely out the system.
Oh, off the grid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is beautiful.
It does. Doesn't it sound good? Especially like, and it almost kind of keys in with your dream of the farm, like where you have this land, you're off the grid, you're self-sustained. Are there a lot of people in Cuba that do that? That like farm their own food and just like they're just like whatever, we'll just do it. Because being that far south and because you guys have like good soil, you can just throw seeds on the ground and they
soil,
grow.
yeah.
Yeah. It's the same in Dominica. Like you could take a handful of seeds of all types and just throw it on the ground and just whoop. You can never starve on Dominica because there's like grapefruits and avocados and mango everywhere.
Everything, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But
Well, do you have any questions for me? We could shift gears. I could take you out from under the microscope, and if you had any questions, or also if you wanted to plug any of the business stuff, like your car stuff or anything.
okay, that's
I could put. Do you have a website for your business yet?
not yet. I'm right now completely focused on my house. That is my
Gotcha.
yeah. That is my first priority.
That's my phone. Jeez, that's a rookie mistake right there. Oh man. My bad. That's like a big no-no.
You know, I
In the
learned that when I was at the university,
Yeah.
because we had a professor. He was a jerk.
Yeah. He was a jerk. Right.
Yeah, he is. No, he is. If you do any sound, any kind of sound,
Yeah.
can you imagine a conference room with 500 students, and
And then a phone goes off.
yeah,
Would he go irate or what?
no, he will make you stand up and go in front of everybody, and then he will make you have a very, very bad time.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, Lord.
So yeah, from that time, my phone is all in silence.
Yeah. Well, I should have known. It happens. Every once in a while.
But you don't need it. That was, I think, a traumatic experience for me.
Yeah. Oh, did it happen to you?
No, not me, but very close to me.
Very close. Yeah. Jeez Louise.
So I say, okay, no, that won't happen to me.
Well, cool, man. Well, hey, listen, we're past the hour, and I want to thank you for sharing some of your time and the
Thank you.
experience and everything, man. This was super fun.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
And as an American, I hope you do get your citizenship, and I hope you become a fellow American. And dude, if we stay in touch and everything, when that day happens, have you back on the show.
And remember that you have to go to my house.
Yes. Well, and did you cook that, or did your lovely wife cook?
My mom.
Oh, your mom
Yeah,
cooked
yeah,
that?
that was
And
my
what
mom.
is it exactly again?
It is the name is Cuban flan.
Cuban flan.
Yeah, it is. It made he made it with eggs, milk, and I don't think sugar, but just a little sugar.
Just a little, yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't like the sugar.
No. I don't. I don't like sugar, but the way I like it with coffee. With
Well, that's what at first I was like, oh, that's like a coffee cake or something.
No. It is not a coffee cake.
It's not. No. But I thought I was
okay.
it was the same sort of shape. But
But
I mean,
it is even better with coffee early in the morning.
oh, okay.
You will enjoy it.
All right. I look forward to it. Well, and I mean, that's a sign of character. You show up somewhere and you bring a freshly baked treat. I mean, that's cool, man. That's the way to do it. Like, that's the kind of person I want to be. I don't ever want to be the person who shows up empty-handed, but I wasn't expecting anything, so thank you.
I was thinking about something like that. Actually, I was thinking about buying that book for you, but I forgot it. So sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, I gave you the children's
Yeah.
books. I am kicking myself. I wish I would have had the Spanish versions, because I've got them at home. I just, we translated it into that just because the guy who did the illustrations for that book is from Mexico. Oh. And I was like, well, would it be too much trouble? And because when you do these on Amazon, you can translate them into any language you want, really.
But that's not a problem. Actually, my older baby, she's old. She's almost 3 years old, so she's not a baby anymore.
No, toddler, man.
Yeah.
You got your hands full of that. They start running around at that age.
She always will be my baby.
Yeah, no, I'll bet. Well, hopefully you can read some of those to her and start her on her path to learning some English.
I will read it for her, and actually, she's it is very funny because she's speaking English and Spanish at the same time.
At the same time? Oh, like mixing and mashing the words? Wow, interesting.
Sometimes she's speaking in Spanish and she switch it to English.
Yeah.
And I say, okay, say that again.
Dude, you got to drop some French in there too.
I will, but I have no time right now.
Do you speak French really, really well still?
I'm losing my French. I have to.
Do you? You better
Yeah.
stay up on. Don't lose
Yes,
it.
I have. Yeah, but right now I need to improve my English. I need it.
Right,
And
right.
One more time, step by step.
Step by step. Yeah,
I
we'll
need to.
keep listening to those podcasts and audiobooks and
Yeah.
all that. You know, it's kind of funny you say that because I tried when I did the Appalachian Trail. So I was on that trail for like 4.5 months, hiking from Georgia up to Maine.
Hiking?
And yeah. You put a backpack on and boom, you just go. But I had a little MP3 player and I found these Spanish lessons, but the guy who was doing them was Scottish. So it was Spanish lessons with the dude with Scottish accent. Oh man, I thought it was going to be good. And even though I'm literally walking 10 hours, 12 hours a day, I still couldn't do it.
No. And when I was learning English, yes, that it makes a big difference. It is the same. When I was listening English and sometimes I listen to Hispanic teacher, I just switch it. Because it is not the.
It's not the same.
No,
Yeah, you
no,
got to
you-
have the accent with it, you know.
You will need a native professor, native speaking.
Native
professor.
speaking, yeah.
And speaking professor.
No, it definitely helps for sure. I mean, we did a trip long ago, and we were in Mexico for about a month, and I was pretty amazed at how much I picked up during that time. Just to be able to communicate, you know, with anybody. To like, you go down to the hamburguesa stand, and you know, I got to be able to order a cheeseburger. And what was it? Hamburguesa con queso? Is that it?
Hamburguesa con queso.
Con queso, yeah. And you know, it's one of those things where you pick it up. I mean, I think overall that's the best is when you move to a place where everybody speaks that language. So
Because you have to.
you have to. Well, Ernesto, thank you so much. This was an absolute
you.
pleasure.
One more time.
Super fun. I mean, this is our first podcast, but this is like our third hour-long discussion because we do these rides to the airport. But thanks for transferring me safe and sound, and I look forward to meeting up again, man.
Yep. Hopefully, I will see you. So when you are, you told me that you're about to go, right?
Yeah, I'm about to take off just out into the Atlantic for about 10 days or so, a week maybe, just to go sail. I just want to go offshore. Once you get more than like 100 miles offshore, there's no traffic. You can sleep, and when the weather's good, it's just beautiful. It's your own little lonely world. But then I come back here, and I might be going up to Melbourne to do some talks at some schools, little presentations, and then I have to leave here by about the 15th of April and start going north. So I'll take the boat and sail up to like Charleston, South Carolina, and then Cape Fear, and then I'll leave the boat there for a bit.
Okay, so I can see you.
Yeah, we might be able to meet up when I get back. And,
Okay, just let me know when you're
It'd
back.
be so fun to get you out on this boat.
Absolutely.
We just go out. We're not going to go 100 miles out, but you can go right out the inlet, and then you can go and sail for a couple hours, and then you come back in. Teach you the basics.
Do I have your word?
Yeah, sure. As long
Okay.
as well, here's the thing. The only thing that has to happen is the forecast has to line up with whatever day we have available, because it's kind of tricky here because to get to the ocean you go through the little tiny inlet, right?
Yeah.
And one of the tricky parts is that the current goes in and out with the tide. And when the water's going against the wind, the waves get built up real fast. And so like right now out there's like 8-foot waves. Big. Yeah. So taller than us, that wouldn't be very fun. So we'll just look at the weather and stuff, but we might get lucky because it's nice because the ocean's right there too. It only takes 20 minutes and we're in the Atlantic. So
Okay, I have your word.
yeah, I'd love to. And hey, maybe one day sail down to Cuba. I've always wanted to go to Cuba.
Yeah, one day.
One day,
Hopefully.
many, many years from now. I will be old men and go down there.
I'm not planning dying for a long time. So I think I will try to stay alive as long as possible.
There we go. I love it. All right, Ernesto, thanks so much. And until next time.
Till next time. Thank you.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.